After a great couple of days of exploring the southern islands of Les Îles de la Madeleine in last week's episode, it was time for me to head north to the island of Île de la Grande Entree, a 60-kilometer drive from Cap Amoil along a narrow road that seems inches away from being swallowed by the sea. There, I'd check out the beautiful Auberge La Salicorne, an all-inclusive style nature resort where your daily rate is inclusive of sightseeing excursions, activities, equipment, daily tastings of local spirits, a comfortable lodge-style room, and of course a delicious breakfast and dinner featuring local ingredients. To say that I was looking forward to the stay would be an understatement, and I couldn't wait to check out everything that Île de la Grande Entree and La Salicorne have to offer. Well, I have just checked in to my beautifully rustic room here at Auberge La Salicorne. This is on the island of Grande Entree in the far north of the Magdalen Islands. And as you can see, it's very comfortable. Beautiful hardwood floors, beautiful bed. Everything looks clean and comfortable. Nice armoire here. They even have a little table and chairs here and TV on the wall, so you're all set. Very cozy, as you can see. The hardwood is so beautiful, and the bed looks so inviting. So definitely a good place to base yourself for your exploration of the Magdalen Islands. Very cozy, and the view outside is just incredible, as you can see. They have quite the grounds here at the La Salicorne with plenty of activities to choose from and beautiful views of the Gulf of St. Lawrence and all the islands in the distance. So beautiful property. And you can see just loads of character. The doors are so cute and the hallway here just has such a rustic vibe to it. So definitely a beautiful property. Much nicer than your average hotel, of course. It's so rustic and has this woodsy vibe to it. So this is definitely a charming place. So these are little dome tents that you can rent out for the night as an alternative to staying at the lodge. So these have a large bed inside, a desk, some chairs. Washroom or no washroom?
No, no washroom. Electricity.
Yeah. Oh, they have electricity?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay. Very cool, yeah. It's nice and rustic, yeah. Very rustic. Paddleboard equipment, kayaks, they're all available here as part of your stay. So very cool. They have everything that you need to enjoy some time in the outdoors here on the Madeleine Islands. All right, into the restaurant. Plenty of wine.
Salsa bar.
Yeah.
The lounge you can enjoy with a drink, coffee.
Yeah, very good.
The place to eat here.
Yeah.
Breakfast, lunch, the soup. There is a nice veranda.
Oh, you can do the veranda over there as well. Wow. Yeah, very beautiful. And lots of natural light in here. You can see just massive windows everywhere. It really brightens the space. 2 laptops, the printer. Oh, well, so you really have everything.
Yeah. You can just watch TV here.
Sure. Yeah. And beautiful couch seating here overlooking this amazing view outside. So pretty beautiful. And they have lots of different patios, eh?
You can do walk.
Just walk down through the forest there, yeah. And that's towards the beach house there with the equipment. Yeah. Very cool. Very cozy. Yoga mats are included there. More meeting space here and lounge space. And I love the view. It's just huge windows in this place. So there's a lot of natural light that you can just sit and soak up all the views of the Magdalen Islands while you chill in this room. Very beautiful. So you've got to love the inclusive model here. All of these activities and events are included in your stay. So it is very cost effective to have that all-inclusive model. There's also a kayak caving excursion they do here, but it's out of season, so closed for now. But in the summer, they offer pretty much everything here. They also have a seal interpretation center. This is a huge sealing area. And in the winter, you can actually see the seals, but they do have an interpretive center here as well. That's open from 10 to 5 p.m. So pretty cool. Lots to do. Honestly, I'm very impressed with this place. The all-inclusive model definitely takes some of the guesswork out of your stay. And she's just getting ready to do a tasting here. And it's a apple cider tasting today. So it looks really cool. There's an actual apple in the bottle. It's called Le Pomeloi cider. So very cool. They include all of these experiences free of charge. It's included in your stay. So absolutely incredible value. Lots going on here, and I highly recommend this place. It's just extremely generous for what you're paying, so very cool. So you can see the high sugar content in this one. It's kind of coating the glass. Must be pretty sweet. Not as sweet as apple juice. It's really good. So this is the little village of Grande Entree. And there's a church down here that she told me that I should not miss. So I'm going to go take a walk down here to the little village and poke around. I guess there's a school here as well. So it's a smaller town, of course. It's nowhere near the size of Pomeloi. It's just a little village. Not a bad church. And the location is just superb. Right here on the waterfront. A lot of RVers that are just kind of set up anywhere they can. So this is a huge vacation destination, as you can see, especially for people from Quebec and the Maritimes. A lot of people from PEI come here because it's so easy, but I'd like to see more people here from Western Canada because it is such an incredible destination. So definitely check it out if you're not from the East Coast and you have never heard of this place before. This is one of Quebec's true undiscovered treasures. So definitely check it out before everybody else does. It's still fairly low key here. Really has a family atmosphere here. Everybody is just settling in to enjoy their meal. And there's live music tonight. As you can see, he's getting set up. So pretty intimate dining experience here, and just a very nice vibe here. And this is a mackerel spread with crackers. Looks really good. So my food has arrived here at La Salicorne. And I ordered the roast lamb with potatoes and green beans. Pretty high quality food here, and honestly, I'm really impressed with the level of service and food here at the La Salicorne. All of this is included with your stay, so amazing. All right, finishing up here with a piece of butter cake, which looks really good. I could not have the cranberry pecan cake that everybody else is having because of my allergies, but they did accommodate, so looks really good. Starting the day off right with delicious breakfast here. This is included with your stay at the La Salicorne. So you can see some eggs, fried potatoes, ham, toast, all the standards, orange juice and coffee. So really good. All right, good morning from the Pointe L'est East Point National Wildlife Area. So we're going to do a tour here, courtesy of La Salicorne. So it's all guided. You can see they bring the bus out here. So all of this is included in your stay. We're going to go for, I think it's about 2.5 kilometers or so through the forest here to see some of the most interesting flora and fauna of the National Wildlife Area. So very cool. So we're slogging through the sand here, as you can see. So she was saying because of the wind here and the salt water in the air and everything else, the trees really struggle to grow. So you can see they're quite stunted, depending on the location, the soil, the wind, everything else. And nice to get out into the wilderness here for a good walk this morning. It's beautiful weather today, as you can see. The sun is shining, there's no rain. So definitely a nice time to wind up my time here in the Magdalen Islands. I think as we get closer to the water, there's a little bit more mosquitoes, so I probably should have brought the spray, but it is what it is.
French, we call that wolf fart.
Wolf fart?
Yeah.
Okay.
You step on that, there's a like smoke that comes out.
Oh, like a smoke bomb. Really? What is that, though?
It could be a mushroom.
Yeah, very interesting. And this is a field of cattails, which she was saying are actually edible. They actually eat the entire cattail, so incredible. So we found some black crowberries, and these grew tons when I lived in Nunavut. They're everywhere.
In Nunavut?
Yeah, when I lived in Nunavut, these ones are very common. I pick them all the time, yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, beautiful landscapes out here at Pointe L'est, Eastern Point National Wildlife Refuge. Very cool. All right, I'm starting my self-guided tour of the Seal Interpretation Center here at the La Salicorne. If you are visiting the Magdalen Islands, just make sure you come up here to Grande Entree. You don't need to be staying at the hotel, of course, to visit. This tells you all about the history of seal hunting here in the Magdalen Islands. It's one of their major food sources, so pretty interesting history here. So you can see just how snowy it gets here in the winter months. Looks like the ice pretty much freezes right over, and it gives that perfect habitat for the seals to, nest and head out on the ice. So very cool. You can see why they call these the dogs of the sea or the puppies of the sea. Just so frickin' cute. My goodness. These are the type of seals that you can encounter here. This is the gray seal, Phoque gris. This is one of the main species here in the Magdalen Islands. And you can see very, very much like a dog's face. So you can see that 4 species of seals can be encountered regularly here in the Gulf of St. Lawrence. The harp seal and the hood seal are the migratory species, so they spend their summer in the Arctic and migrate down here in the winter time. And the gray seal and the harbor seals are more or less year-round, so pretty interesting. So this is a hooded seal puppy, and he is just adorable. My goodness, look at those eyes, people. Beautiful animal. So there's quite a few exhibits here, and it does tell you a lot about the different variety of seal here in the area, what their diet is and so forth, how they interact with the local marine ecosystem. And this, of course, is a seal skin, which I'm very familiar with, having lived in Nunavut for 3 years. And they have some incredible photography here, as you can see. Wow. It actually goes on for 2 levels. So this is the upper floor. Very well done museum. They have a lot of artifacts here from local culture. So the ice canoe, and some local seal hunting equipment and so forth. Yeah, it's a huge part of the culture here. Usually it's, only Inuit that you see doing seal hunting, but a very big part of the local culture here in Quebec as well. And there's sealskin products right there. And I know this is all very controversial, so feel free to let me know what you think in the comments below. But whether you like it or not, it's definitely part of the culture and important part of their economy here. And you can see that seal meat is very, very popular here in the Madeleine Islands and has a very high nutritional value, evidently. So you can see the comparison here to beef. You'll find it all over the Madeleine Islands at the restaurants here. And you definitely don't see this one every day. Seal crossing signs. I guess they used to cross Highway 199. Unfortunately, it was immediately withdrawn by the Ministry of Transportation. Very interesting. All right, boarding for the next excursion here with La Salicorne. We're off to Plage Bassin de Est, which is basically the East Lagoon Beach, I guess it would translate to in English. And she said it's one of the most beautiful beaches here on Îles de Grande Entree, so we're gonna go check it out. This might be hurricane damage from Fiona when it rolled past, but I think a lot of this is just the windswept coast here, and you can see all these trees are leaning to the side. It must get really windy in this spot. Beautiful beach once again. Definitely still have some of that oxidized soil, and there are some seals out there, she was just pointing out. Can't really get a good look at them with this camera, but they are bobbing their little heads out. Cute. You can see it goes on for a long ways, so in the summertime you could just walk for miles and enjoy this undisturbed solitude. It's definitely a very nice beach though. The water here is so placid that I think that it would make for some decent swimming in the summertime for sure. Maybe not during this last few days of September, but absolutely gorgeous place. I'm really thankful for the weather as well. Really gorgeous beaches here, way better than I thought they'd be. You don't often think of there being, decent beaches in Canada. What a beautiful stretch of sand. It's just gorgeous here. Almost at the very end of the beach here, you can see the rock there in the distance, and I guess that's an opening now that's formed. So it's no longer a true lagoon, I believe, over here. But yeah, I don't know. She said she can't cross it by foot anymore, so must be open to the sea now. It is hard to walk on the sand though. It's a bit of a slog. So pretty beautiful views here right at the very end of the beach. Huge rock formation. And I guess we're going to be heading up here to check out the lagoon side, which is just over here. So pretty incredible coastline here. Gorgeous. I walked pretty far. I was way down there, so good maybe 1.5 kilometers, I would say. So these holes are actually made from mollusks that basically dig through them, and you can see there's so many of them, and they're like perfect diggers. Like that has been bored out almost perfectly. It's not erratic in any way. Just incredible what Mother Nature can do. That's crazy. And this is called the Bassin de Huître, or the Oyster Lagoon is the name here. And we're just walking on, I guess, more packed sands. This is a lot easier to walk on, but man, it's never gorgeous out here. You can just see beautiful maritime scenery. It is just enchanting. Again, this is a pretty unique place geographically. It's nowhere near the rest of Quebec. Gorgeous day though, and highly recommend this beach walk, as well as the other excursions that I've been on here with La Salicorne. They definitely are experienced and knowledgeable. Their tours are inexpensive. You don't need to be staying at the property in order to take their tours. They run about 25, 35 bucks, I believe, somewhere in that range for each adult and so forth, but highly worth it for what you get. So trying a mead tasting here this afternoon. This is from Îles en Mer, which is on Auberge La Maison Island.
20% d'alcool, 5 et 20% d'alcool. Pose la question, l'hydromel rouge. Si je vous dis le principal, c'est l'eau et le deuxième c'est le sucre et que c'est pourquoi il est rouge?
Almost has like cherry notes in it. It's really nice. Wow. It's a lot darker than I thought it would be. I thought it would be light, but it's quite like red wine almost. Really good wine. Wow. Really unique and amazing local product. So definitely check this place out, Îles en Mer. All right, I'm trying the Corps Mort, which translates to the dead body. This is an 11% extra strong beer. It is produced with the drippings of the smoking process down at Pomeloi when they're smoking the fish. So basically all the sweat and the steam produced from that smoking process is collected, I guess, and somehow incorporated into the beer making process. So very unique beer. So she suggested that I try this out, and as you can see, beautiful color on this. It's quite amber and definitely unique. Put it under the light so you can see that a bit better, but yeah, beautiful color on it. So give this a shot and see what it's like. Smoked sweat beer. So I don't think you hear that one every day. This is actually classified as a barley wine because it's so strong. So it's definitely complex. Again, lightly sweet. It is, it's almost as if someone added a few shots of spirits into a beer, but really nuanced flavors. And yeah, the flavor profile is just unlike anything I've ever had before. So very impressed with this. It's very unique. Wow. That is bizarre, but very good. All right, the first course has arrived here for dinner on the second night at La Salicorne, and they have a beautiful array of cheeses from Fromagerie Pied de Vent, which is on Auberge La Maison Island, along with some grapes, some crackers, and a cranberry jelly. So looks really good. Again, really high quality food here at the La Salicorne. Definitely worth considering for your stay here in the Magdalen Islands. Beautiful starter. I ordered the seal experience, and this one is seal sausage. There's like a seal spring roll there and a seal burger. So I'm definitely a bit nervous about this, considering I've never had cooked seal meat, but this is one of the main meat sources here on the Magdalen Islands. So it is very common to eat seal here. So definitely going to try to give this my all, even though I am admittedly nervous. So we'll see how this goes. So we'll give this a shot. It's like beef. It's very much like beef, yeah. You wouldn't expect that, but it's very similar to the consistency and the flavor of beef, I would say. There's no fishiness to it or anything like that. So, I don't know. No reason to be scared. Order the seal experience if you come to La Salicorne. Pretty good. All right, so I basically was chomping at the bit to start my dessert today, so I definitely ate mine right away. So my lovely dinner mate here has volunteered her sugar pie, tarte sucre, for the camera, and this one is topped with a pecan, so that's how it should look. Of course, mine doesn't because of my allergy, but this is a traditional Quebecois dessert, and it is basically boiled sugar to make almost like a butter tart filling, if you want to think of it that way. Amazing. All right, we're having marshmallows here. I'm gonna burn my hand off. Okay. Oh my goodness, oh boy. Oh my goodness, well, I'm gonna burn my camera. This is harder than it looks, folks. Oh my goodness, I'm burning my fingertips. Okay. I don't know how much I need that marshmallow at this point. Yeah, maybe. No, not my first time, but first time filming.
Oh, and, okay. Oh, I didn't notice.
Yeah. Oh boy, yikes. So one of these things is gonna not turn out very well, either the video or the marshmallow. Oh, okay, my marshmallow is on fire.
On the other side.
There we go. Camera's next.
Oh, no.
All right, okay, pretty fun. That's pretty burnt, but pretty good. So this is the beach here at Grande Entree. It's very windy and the weather's turning a little bit, so it's getting a lot colder outside. It was a beautiful morning, beautifully sunny morning, but things seem to have changed. But my last few minutes here in the Magdalen Islands, so I wanted to check out this beach and soak it all up while I can. I'm gonna fly to Montreal here within a couple hours. So it's been a fun 5 days and definitely a beautiful archipelago that everybody should visit. It's a pretty special place for sure. Highly recommend that you check it out sometime. If you're ever, in the Maritimes, take this detour as you will not be disappointed. But unfortunately, Montreal is calling. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to click the bell icon to be notified when new episodes are posted. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.